Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the New York Jets and the New York Giants. Y'all brought your coats because the wintry weather isn't stopping anytime soon. And we're off from MetLife. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Man, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Cox, that's Arian Smith. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down.
19 takes. 2, 18, 65. 65 takes.
From the gun, Milrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with 4th and 5. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Dart starting with a pass here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Third and long for him here. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. That's low and bounces short of his man. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And now they face 2nd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Jets into the nickel, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they were headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's a cherry on top.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Ready?
Milroe from the gun. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
They give on 2nd to Hall. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Nice. Ready?
He ran from the gun with Wright. And the run will not get there. They're turned away right near that marker. Now it's 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
70 reps. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60. 60. Go.
Milroe to throw on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and it's exactly what they did.
He gets it up a little shy of midfield. As Andre Cisco holding down there.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
A give to Tracy up the middle. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. 3rd down.
Let's go.
One play action with Darts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
70, 10 through 11, 10 through 11.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Come on, come on.
From the gun, it's Hall. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. That's the end of the first quarter in this battle of New York franchises. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They start out 2nd and 10. Milroe looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first. New set of downs for him from the 31. Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
This time it's a passing play. Finds a man, right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
Motion to receiver left. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, New York. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to the air following that pick 6. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Liking 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
2nd and 10. Milroe to throw. Throw left side. Complete. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. A pickup of 17. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down, New York.
Now it's Milroe. Forced out to his right. And here he goes. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
But once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Brought in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On the move, headed right. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. On is Katie York for the PAT. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He'll begin his return from the 11. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw. Here's Starks. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun this time, here's Darks. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. 30. Still fighting forward. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's Smith on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
To the air, Milroe. Short pass brought in. Galloping inside the 40. Breece Hall. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Jets tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Darts. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The Jets take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Now Dart. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. It's on target to Johnson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Dart gonna throw again. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's a return from the 7. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Dart resetting here after the pick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
Okay, we both know this pace can't continue, but they got to enjoy it as they can. And that football shouldn't go to anybody else until that defense proves they can stop them.
Now here's Cam Scatterboard on the ground. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Cut near the goal line. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. The Giants using their first timeout.
Giants, first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Tracy has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's a design run. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants earn the chance to tie it before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants tie this game at 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returnable from the 2. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Let's go.
It's a design keeper for Milroe. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Start on the ground here. Tracy. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. The Giants are set to punt. And hey, we see a lot of the football. They will get nothing on that return.
Ready, set.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
19. Tag. Panthers, 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 6. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Milroe with it on 1st. Hits his running back. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
There you go. Hall
running between the tackles. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Third and just 2 to go.
Come on, steady.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one's complete, right side. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
If it was one of those crisp, clear winter days, Brock, perhaps they would try the field goal, but with this snow coming down, they are going for it. That's cut beyond the marker. It's on the turn, the ball's out, he lost it. Oh, and he scrambles to get back on top of that. They keep possession, and they pick up the 1st down.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Got it. Crack all easy. Ready?
From the red zone on 1st. And got his man, touchdown, New York. The Jets grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. York tacks on that extra point. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Dark from the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
18, Cougar 19. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Their punter making his way out now. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. He has it at the 33. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. Stopped after a gain of 2. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
From the gun, Milrow. He's going deep. He had it for a moment but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Cowboy 80.
Milroe throwing on third down. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 43.
Here we go.
At the 43-yard line.
Wright running out of the gun. And it looks like he got beyond the line, but it is pretty tough to see amidst this snow. They're going to say, yeah, it's a gain of 1. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Absolutely fires this one right side. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Javon Holland comes up with it.
Milroe's pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10.
New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Driving forward with Scatterbury. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this run.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieter. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
Darts out of the shotgun. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Punting unit out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. He'll take it in short of midfield. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
The 43-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Ready. 70 Lions. Bronco 80. Let go.
They did it! He made the interception! Colson Adimo's got it! And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, New York.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, well, this is teaching tape, not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Smith on the return. Making some progress here. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. All the inside. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Come on.
Milroe from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better and make it another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
70 Rangers. Cougar 19. Mustang 19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing now, Milroe. And that one hits the Jets. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets.
Formation.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
18-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. On play action with Dart. Finds him on the crossing route. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A draw now. This is Tracy. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there with the interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cup 19, Cup 19. 18, 5 here. Ready.
Paul takes it straight ahead. Man, they've had a miserable time trying to run it through all this snow. Another carry fails here. He's going to lose yardage.
It's a loss of 2.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Pass cut, 9-yard line. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again.
And that's a New York touchdown. The Jets take a 4th quarter lead. York now for the extra point. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. Into the red zone. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Wilson with a return here. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. Go.
Working now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
second down now, 7 to go.
70 Lions. 7 Pirates. 70 Lions.
Now it's Milroe. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Attacking 18.
All gets it again on second down. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Has it downfield working the left. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Jets first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets going for the win here. They'll come up on 1st and 10. It's Hall on the carry. We will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Here we go, shot.
It's a design run for Milroe. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. The Giants using their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19.
Setting up to pass. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
To throw. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets jump in front late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Caught by his back. Free inside the 30. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By getting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw it. Catch is made in close. And he gets on the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Rolling from the gun here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. It connects on the deep shot. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. It starts. Johnson once more. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the gun, here's Dart. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Dart gonna throw again. This is bad complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job. I just showed you how to do yours. That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Mike Tomlin eyeing that play clock, and he gets a timeout just before it runs out. And that'll leave him with just one remaining in overtime. First down from the 42. Dart out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Malik Nabers that time. And now it's second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
3rd down, Tracy gets it. He's going to work on the run, but not enough for the first. The stop is made in time. It's 4th and short.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Biggest play of OT. The offense is going for it.
Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Mustang 19.
Throwing now. It's on target to Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. Running in the red zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pull in front. They'll try this extra point. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime.
Jets, 42.
Challenge has been laid down, partner. And it's time to see if they have an answer prepared as we're off again. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Top of the 18. Connect. Panthers get 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now it's his turn in overtime. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ready.
2nd and 10. No room to throw. He's looking deep once again. Big gain downfield. They're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
That's good for the Jets. 1st down.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Checks it down to Hall. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Got that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
60 Vikings.
From the red zone on 1st. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready. 50. 70 Lions. Ready.
Looking to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. as they'll have none remaining in OT.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
Here we go, here we go. 19, stop.
Now to throw. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Tyler Newman. So the Giants come away with the win. Well, we talked about it throughout this contest, Brock. They were already into the playoffs when this one kicked off, but now they're going in with a little extra